Hello, Ruxandra here. Welcome to my new video about how to work smart. Okay, let's get started. And I will share you my screen. And start my presentation. Okay, here we go. Okay, how to work smart. Want versus can't. Okay, because it's a big difference between want and can't. What is the meaning of the word smart here? S is from specific, clearly defined or identified. Okay, you have to clearly define your goals and to identify them first. In order to get from A to B, isn't it? M is for measurable, able to be measured, measured in time, and by where you want to go and where you are now. Attainable. A goal has to be attainable to work smart on that goal. Okay, yeah, and it has to be achievable. Relevant. Appropriate to the current time, period, or circumstances, or a contemporary interest closely connected or appropriate to what is being done or considered. Yeah. Just to be short, relevant, it's, to have a real goals, like, how relevant is to you to get there. It is really important. So yeah, that's shortened, T is from time bound, requiring completion by a specified deadline or within a specified period of time. Okay, you have to define when you want to complete your goal to know if you achieved your goal at a certain time, if you want to, I don't know, achieve your goal in 5 years. So you want to know what actions do you need to take in order to achieve those goals. Yeah, if you have 5 years, you have more time. If you have 1 year, you have to do more. So yeah, that's why you have to specify what time you want to arrive at a point B from A. So yeah. Next, having smart goals. What does that mean? Getting rid of the frustration by choosing the right things to do. Okay. Can't versus won't. Okay. You have to choose between the word can't and won't. Won't is deciding what you don't want to do and you won't do, no matter what. Can't, it means you're able, you're not able to do that no matter what. But won't means you are able to do it, but you don't do it. So yeah, can't is something that is not possible for you to do. Won't is something you are capable of doing, and if you choose not to. Yeah. So can't is labeling uncomfortable actions as possible, even if the reality is different. Yeah, did you really try to see the difference between can't and won't? Yeah, the power is to the part you feel the most. So saying you won't, it will give the power to what you actually say. So you won't, yeah, you really won't do it. Yeah. Next, our life is raw opportunity. Yeah, we all know that theoretically. In theory, everything is perfect. We know everything, but the important thing is doing, acting. If your actions, what are your actions? Or your suffering is rooted in one's superstitions, You believe that you live in the world when in fact the world lives in you. And you make your own reality. So what is the thing that make you play safe and be afraid of making choices? Did you ask yourself this question? You better do. Yeah. the answer is always in the question, the fear of deciding and the fear of what will happen after. Yeah, when you're deciding, especially when we are investing in ourselves, we are very hard deciding, because we don't think we worth it. We worth, the investment we are making in our, I don't know, course, mentoring, whatever you choose. You choose before that you don't worth that much, of investing in yourself. So that is why, you have that fear of what will happen after. What if it won't work? Yeah, but what if it will work? Yeah, instead of, that we can fear what happens if you don't make that choice, if you don't choose. Yeah, so we will either find a way or we will make one. Hannibal said. You have to create your own world from A to B and all the way, to get there. Yeah, first you have to imagine and to write that down, where you want to go and where you are now. So, like that, you make your, word achievable, your a reality. The word achievable is determined, by what you are now and what you want to be, because that's why you have to determine the difference between, I want and I do. Because I want is just, I'm dreaming, yeah, I wish, I want, I'm dreaming of, yeah, but I decide to do it right now. And that makes me accountable. That makes me have a schedule and, be more specific on what I am doing. So get things clear from the beginning. It will be easier for you to keep yourself accountable during time and your evolution in this. So, what are you now and what are your expectations in the future? How do you need to be and what you need to do to make this happen? This is very important. What you need to do to make this happen. And what stops you? Yeah, this is a big question you have to ask yourself before starting. Okay. What are you now and what are your expectations? What I really achieved versus what I want to achieve. What I already achieved is relevant. Is this relevant? What I really achieved right now for my future? Are these really the things that I wanted to achieve? Are you happy with your choices until now? That makes you move forward and moves you to what you want to achieve. And you have to be very specific. You have to make your goals measurable. Let's say you want to make 100 videos until next year. So like this, you will make it measurable. Because if you will make 50, you will know you didn't achieve your goal. So, and you already settled a time frame, like next year, but you have to be more specific. Relevant time bounding, like specific in time. Next year in September 21st or at 8 a.m. So you have to be very specific with your goals, where you want to go and where what your goal is and when you want to achieve it. So how do you need to be and what you need to do to make this happen? Yeah, this here we will talk about a dream versus a project. Yeah, we all have dreams. Yeah, but there are some people I've read in a book, and I recommend you guys to read it, which is the book that my mentor recommended me. It's straight line leadership. So yeah, I truly recommend that. It changed my life. There are some people who live in a dream world, and there are some who face reality. And then there are those who turn one into the other. Yeah, Douglas Everett. Okay, so yeah, there are people who turn, their dreams into reality, and yeah, that's all about by taking action. So making a project will what makes you a little bit more aware of what your dream is, because you're making like a plan, and you are thinking what will happen if nothing changes, from the dream to actions. If you don't change, if everything stays there at that stage of a dream, nothing will happen. You will dream all your life. So yeah, you will be a dreamer, and without acting, it will stay there. Yeah, motivational talks will not get the job done, and most of the time will keep you dreaming without consistent action. If you don't take consistent action, nothing will happen. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of books, and I had a lot of information, but I didn't use it right until now. Okay, you may be saying, I can be that. It can be that simple, but it really is that simple. If you take actions, miracles will, I don't like to call those things miracles, but you will see things moving around you if you take action and really do things. You really start doing. Just do it, What stops you? Concern versus worry. Yeah, we all have these two things happening in our mind when we are making a decision of doing something. Yeah, the concern is observing how you operate and do what is necessary. Worry drains your energy. Worry is not good. When you worry, you just worry. You don't do something about that worry, Yeah, I am worried. I don't know what reason, but the concern makes you think like, yeah, I have that problem. How can I solve it? Yeah, so that's the difference between the two. Not worrying, you will have more energy to get your ass up. Yeah, this makes me laugh, but this is how I think about worry. If you just worry and sit down doing nothing, that's a worry. A concern is getting your ass up. Yeah, the worry burns out your knowledge by getting you confused. Yeah, you don't know anymore. You're so worried, you don't know which direction you should choose. This is damaging your productivity and makes you being stressed out by something that you don't know yet and didn't really happen, You're worrying so much about that thing that you're making scenarios and all kind of movies about it, So you get that sexy ass by moving and doing things, not by sitting on it. This is something that a cousin of mine told me when I went to his gym. You won't get that beautiful ass sitting on it. So you have to take action. Okay, failure to commit is the high cost of low living. James R. Baker. Low living versus high living. Yeah, if I just put those names on it because that's the right comparison, or what how I how I was thinking about those two types of living. So low living, people not willing to begin, they just postpone certain actions. Thinking, wishing, being busy but not organized, procrastination, trying to find yourself, understanding something, it's their fault. Yeah, so let's make a comparison. People not willing to begin, they just postpone certain actions. That's the low living thinking. High living thinking. People willing to exercise the courage to begin. So this is the high living thinking. Low living thinking, wishing, being busy but not organized. And high living, take effective action. Procrastination, by taking responsibility. It's a big difference, isn't it? Trying to find yourself, creating yourself. You don't try to find yourself. You start to take action and create yourself how you want to be. Understanding something, actually learning something. Yeah, maybe you understand certain things. Maybe you have a lot of knowledge. You understand everything and how this world operates, but you don't actually learn certain skills and things. And that it's not, it's not keep you moving. Understanding something, it keeps you in place. Actually learning something, it keeps you, gets you out of there, and you try to see that you are moving forward. Low living people are thinking always it's their fault. Yeah, it's the fault of society. I don't know, certain situations. I don't know which situation you're in. But no matter the situation, you have to take responsibility. And that's the moment when you turn and shift your thinking to the high living, and that's you. That's how you want to, shift things. Okay. So this is the difference. Being responsible and being at fault are two different things. Okay, the difference between whose fault is and who is responsible is a big subject. I will tell you here a story which I found it very interesting, and I wanted so much to put it in my video right now, and we'll start now. I want to tell you about a man who had a partner with a hidden gambling problem. And this is from the book I read, and I found it so interesting that I want to share with you guys. One day he found out that his company has millions of dollars in debt. He had thought that it was quite stable and growing. He didn't like what he heard, but being an adult instead of being a child adult, he knew exactly what he had to do. He had to be responsible for the problem. Yeah, this is from the Straight Line Leadership book that I'm reading. So that would be the only way he could effectively change the situation. You were thinking, no, it was not his fault, nor was the blame of the gambling and theft. He himself never gambled in his life. And maybe it wasn't fair. Yeah, you would think, yeah, it wasn't fair. His partner had a gambling, issue, but he had to deal with it. He had to take responsibility, like I said before. Yeah, but who cared? It wasn't his fault anyway. He knew he would either be responsible for the mess or remain a victim of it. And by coming from the inner stance of victim, which is weakness itself, he would never survive like this. 3 years later, he was a multimillionaire again. It's really that simple. Like I told you, it's really simple. When it's their fault, you can't do anything about the situation. But when you come from the stance that says, I'm responsible, you can cause what you intend from there. You won't have the power to deal with what's in your life. Remember, too, that you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You have to solve it. You just have to do it. Yeah. So this is a very good example that I found in the book for this video, when from which I took inspiration on. So if I will coach you, if you don't know, I have a training on my Facebook profile. You will find the link in my bio. And even on my description. And if you're interested, you can leave me a direct message. I will add you to my private group also. So, if I will coach you, will you make it worthwhile for you? This is the big question. Our concept, my team's concept and my mentor's concept is to invest, learn, and teach. My mentor says that it's enough to be, one step ahead to teach others. So that's the truth. You just have to be one chapter ahead. So in order to teach others, you just have to be one chapter ahead. That's enough. You don't have to know everything. No, even mentors have their own mentors, depending on which level they are. You don't have to know everything from the beginning. You just teach others what you know and they don't know, because you are a little bit, ahead, and you can help them. I know we usually fear choices and investment. Sometimes we are saying we can't do that, but if someone comes and tells us they give us $1 billion to do that, you will say, heck yeah, I can do it. Yeah, of course you can do it if they give you $1 million. But what if, you will do it first and then the million will come after? Will we still do it? Yeah, you will not have that motivation, isn't it? Yeah, but that demonstrates that you can do things you thought before you can't do it. So what if this works? Would you like to live with this question? Like, what if that worked? Yeah, so that's why I got into this, guys, and I tried to do my best, and I dived in everything, even if before I was uncomfortable, on my videos. I had like 2 weeks of break because I really improved everything, and I had sessions with my mentor, and I really tried to make things better for you guys and to really teach you and make great content for you here, and make that shift in your mindset that you need to to develop. So how do I create or we create the content? Where do you get your inspiration from? Yeah, this is very important. How I make my posts, videos, and so on. So you get your inspiration from videos you watch, books you read, podcasts, products you purchase and learn, or the mentor you have, if he allows you to use his content, like mine. Yeah, not everybody is allowing you to use everything he is using. Coaching programs, if you are attending, or calls or coaching calls you are, having, live streams you watch, research you are doing, blogs you're, reading, and so on. Yeah, the inspiration is very diverse from one person to another. I like more to read books. I have more inspiration from a book than from, I don't know, doing research or blogs, because there are so many blogs. If I have a great book that I like, I take a lot of inspiration from there, and from other people videos and so on. So yeah, that's That's a great idea to create your content if you want to start with this type of business. So what changed with the great mentor I have now? Yeah, what changed? Especially in a few weeks that I kept improving things and I came back with greater content. So it changed. Learning by doing, and the importance of planning. So the importance of planning, I knew it from the beginning as a concept, but I didn't really apply it in my life. These 2 weeks, I've been developing my schedule, a very very specific one. I know at what hour what I am doing. Every and each hour is scheduled, so I'm knowing exactly what I am doing. And when I'm not doing something, I'm keeping accountability what things I skip regularly and I'm not doing. Yeah, so those are the things that I have to improve. And like this, it's very easy, to watch your evolution. So, reading books, um, purchase courses, yeah, learning by doing, just doing things. Um, I am learning a lot from books and purchasing courses to increase my knowledge. Put my own spice mix in. Yeah, I have a lot of imagination and creativity going on but I still, use inspiration. I sometimes build it from zero when I have a lot of inspiration, let's say. Creating things in your own way, but following specific guidelines. It is very important. You have to follow specific rules, even when you're creating content on Facebook, like posts, even when you're creating videos and stuff. And yeah, you have to be very specific. Apply it to your business. Yeah, you have to apply it to what you want to do. Share my method with the audience. Yeah, like I share with you guys what I'm doing and how I'm doing. The importance of a scheduled life. I told you I made my schedule. Like I know what time, what I'm doing, what day, and so on. The importance of consistency. Yeah, this I learned on my own skin. This is something that, yeah, at the beginning I didn't know how to keep consistent, and I've been, when you have so many information, you just, become overwhelmed, and you lose consistency because you're afraid what others people are saying, but you don't have to be afraid. You're here to, to do things and get things done. And if you keep procrastinating, you won't get nothing done and you won't be consistent. So in this business, it's very important to be consistent. Yeah, I remember, I think I told you guys even before, the example of Amazon. He was consistent 5 years without no results. So yeah, we have a big example. And after 5 years, you know how the things went. So yeah, it's a big example. Let's say everybody knows about it. So the importance of being ourselves no matter what. Yeah, this is very important for me. Since the beginning, a I wanted a business in which I can put my own print, um, and in which I can be myself, no matter what, and be the best version I can be, and develop that version. It's actually a journey about discovering yourself. It's because from the beginning, from where you're starting until you get to the point where you're very comfortable with the things you're doing and in front of the camera, that is a long journey. And yeah, I remember my first video. It was not I'm not very proud of it, but yeah, it's a starting, and you improve with each video. You see a big difference, you know, in your way of doing things, organizing and so on, and talking and presenting and so on. So yeah, I like the evolution. Yeah. So the wolf. This is my favorite motivation video. I watched, and it starts with this: the wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. So stay true to yourself. Worth it till the end. It's worth it. I tell you, it's worth it. The hardest work is the one that you make alone. That's your accountability. Nobody will do accountability and schedule for you. You have to be responsible. Stay strong and keep going. Yeah, you will have setbacks. You will stop sometimes, but you have to start again. Yeah, everybody had, in this kind of business and in every business you're in, you will have setbacks. You will have people discouraging you. Maybe everybody will, discourage you. Nobody will trust you. Nobody will encourage you keeping, doing that work without no results. I know. Yeah, that's discouraging, isn't it? But you have to be the one encouraging yourself. Your pain won't be forever. You know that. This walk is hard, but the hardest roads lead to greatest destinations. Yeah, we all know when we climb the hill and we are on top, we are, very and we are proud of ourselves, and we are watching, very we are enjoying the view, and that's how you feel when you after you climb the hill, even if you have to climb it alone, isn't it? You have qualities only few can admire because most don't possess them. So don't settle on lower your expectations, because you deserve the best. So be the wolf who climbs the hill, not the one already on the hill. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.